There's a woman in Ohio who started putting away $100 every month when she turned 25. There's another woman, same age, same income, living 2 blocks away. She didn't. Fast forward 40 years, one of them retired with over $637,000. The other has $48,000 in total savings. Same jobs, same city, same life. The only difference? $100, and a decision made 4 decades earlier. This isn't a motivational story, it's math. And the math is so absurd that most people refuse to believe it until they see it broken down step by step. Here's what actually happens when you do something small consistently versus doing absolutely nothing at all. Let's start with the person who does nothing, not because they're lazy or irresponsible, but because nothing feels safe. You keep your money in a savings account, maybe you earn 0.5% interest if you're lucky. Inflation runs at about 3% per year on average, which means every single year your money loses 2.5% of its purchasing power. You're not standing still, you're walking backwards on a treadmill you didn't know was moving. A dollar today buys you a dollar's worth of stuff. A dollar in 10 years sitting in that same account buys you 78 cents worth of stuff. You didn't spend it, you didn't lose it, it just became worth less while you watched. Now let's say you saved diligently. Every month, $100 goes into that account. Over 40 years, you deposit $48,000 of your own money. With that tiny interest rate, you end up with maybe $52,000. You saved for 40 decades and earned $4,000. That's $100 a year, less than $10 a month in gains. You'd make more money finding spare change in your couch. This is what most people do, and it feels responsible because at least you're saving. But here's the part nobody tells you. In terms of actual purchasing power, you might end up with less than you started with. Now let's rewind. Same person, same $100 a month. But this time it goes into a basic index fund tracking the S&P 500. Nothing fancy, no stock picking, no crypto, just a boring fund that mirrors the overall market. Historically, the stock market returns about 10% per year on average. Some years it's up 30%, some years it's down 18%. Over decades, it averages out to around 10%. Here's where it gets weird. Year 1, you invest $1,200. By the end of the year, it's worth about $1,320. You made $120, not life-changing, but better than your savings account. Year 2, you add another $1,200, but now you're not just earning returns on the new money, you're earning returns on last year's gains too. Your $1,320 grows. Your new $1,200 grows. By the end of year 2, you're sitting at around $2,772. You've only put in $2,400 of your own cash, but you're already $372 ahead. This is compound interest, and it starts slow, painfully slow. For the first 5 years, it barely feels like anything is happening. You're putting in $6,000 of your own money, and maybe you've got $7,800 total. An $1,800 gain over 5 years sounds nice, but it doesn't sound life-changing. But then year 10 hits. You've contributed $12,000. Your balance is over $20,000. You've gained $8,000. That's more than you gained in the entire first 5 years. And you're not doing anything different. Same $100, same routine. By year 20, you've put in $24,000. Your balance? Around $76,000. You've made $52,000 in gains. That's more than double what you contributed.